Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Illuvium, ILV. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you are not subscribed yet, please go down below, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And while you're down there, if you can tap the like button, that would be helpful. Thank you. Illuvium on the weekly time frame. I don't think I've covered Illuvium on my channel yet, but it's looking pretty good right now. So on the weekly time frame, you can see that we've been just getting rejected off of this white resistance line here all the way down. From the top down to the bottom, we've done a full 98% fall. That just means we have a lot of room to go to the upside as long as the project's not dead. And I'm curious, from the bottom here to the top, yeah, we're just kind of at a very low fib there that I'm not going to put on. So on the weekly time frame, we have been seeing the trend directional continuing to move towards the upside, which is good. We've got some increased volume on the weekly time frame here lately, which is good. We broke above this week on the weekly time frame, this area of resistance here, and that resistance has been there for 400 days roughly. So getting a nice breakout, a nice solid breakout too. I mean, that breakout was a good, 40% move. So that's a pretty good breakout. We do have the RSI starting to curl up and get out of the depths of, whatever down here. And so that's good. Let's go down to the daily time frame because I did see something interesting here. So bunch of wave counts here. Let me go ahead. Here's the Elliott wave thing that I've been using lately. Let me go ahead and get rid of these. No, actually, I want to keep those on because that had something interesting on there. So what these, the orange is showing the motive wave, which is downwards. And then the blue is showing the waves to the upside and then the ABC correction. Well, if you see the orange, if you can see this, it's really messy. But we did have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 wave, which ended right here at the very bottom around $37, $36, $37, which also lined up perfectly with the blue ABC correction, A, B, and then a very, very, very long C correction there. And so I believe that the bottom is in for Illuvium. I believe that we're going to be moving to higher prices here. And as long as the project is going to stay a good project and, continue to build, then I believe that we are going to be going to see higher prices here. Holy cow, the highest price for Illuvium was almost $2,000. Boy, what kind of a move would that be if we just came back to from where we're at currently? That's a 3,300% move roughly. Back to the top. I do see us kind of going, if we are going to make a nice move to the upside here, I kind of see us hitting the 618 right around the $400 level, and then coming back down for a retracement and then coming back up if we're going to maintain our bullishness. Getting some kind of a double bottom out of there. We'll just have to wait and see, but I do see heavy resistance around that $400 level. Which even if you made it up to that point, you're looking at, an easy, you're looking at a 670% move. So I'm not going to complain about that. The RSI is completely overbought. We are getting a retracement as we speak. This weekend, I do believe, is the weekend of retracements. And so we're about to see a lot of red in the crypto market this weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, holiday weekend in the United States where I'm from, which means that the main markets are basically closed all the way through Monday and start again on Tuesday. Now, this is interesting. I think that Illuvium has a very strong chance of holding support here right around the $45 area. So there's going to be quite a drop coming in, 12%, almost 13%. We could wick all the way down through and tap the previous resistance, which I would actually expect us to do that. To retest it as support, hopefully. And so, or maybe we just blast right through this 200 EMA and we just hit this resistance here, previous resistance, as hopefully support, which would be roughly around the $39 to $40 area. So pay close attention to that. If we pull a Fibonacci from the bottom here to the top, the 618 lines up perfectly with the 200 EMA, so that actually is strengthening my opinion that we are going to kind of definitely hold around that area. We have the 618 retracement plus the 200 EMA as support, so pay attention to that. Now, like I said, we could get a very strong wick to the bottom here. We could have a massive sell-off, wick down, touch our previous resistance as support, and then wick, and then have the wick come all the way back up in the body, close above the 618 on a daily candle, something like that. I mean, you can see, if you come over here, if you can see this wick right here to the upside, we could see something like that, but to the downside over here. And if we drop down to the 12-hour time frame, I do not see any of my Elliott wave counts coming. So what that is telling me is on the 12-hour time frame, we are looking for this to be a wave 1, which in that case, this could be phenomenal entry point. So we've got our wave 1 falling down to a wave 2 there. Then the third wave is a blast off, probably maybe up to $92-ish. This is the 12-hour time frame, so this could take weeks or months to get there. Come back down for a wave 4, which who knows where that'll be. Let's just say right here. And then we move on to finish off our wave 5, somewhere up in maybe the early hundreds area, $125-ish, something like that. We'll just have to wait and see. But the point here is I do believe that this is creating our wave 1. And that's what we really need to be paying attention to, is we need to find out whether or not this is going to create that wave 1 to wave 2. This Elliott wave indicator that I have here does not show the wave count until it gets into the third wave. So this is where you have to kind of know what you're doing and, find the bottoms here on your own for the wave 2. But if you can catch that wave 2 before it gets to the wave 3, you're looking at, a massive ride to the upside. I mean, let's just say that that was the wave 3 that I just pointed out there from the 618 here, which is around $45. And then the wave 3 brings you all the way up to the $91 area. You're looking at a 100% move. And if you used any kind of leverage, which I don't recommend for beginners and sometimes even experienced people, because you can get totally wrecked. But if you were, that could be even if you just did spot trading, that's a great move right there. So also on the 12-hour, we have a red dot on the trend directional. We are rolling over. We are just about to cross over the 70 line on the RSI to the downside. And so I'm looking to find some support at the 50 level on the RSI. So I could see us coming down, hitting that 618, finding on the RSI support at the 50 level. That's a terrible line. Finding support at the 50 level here, and then coming back up to the upside and completing that wave 2. And so let's go down to the 4-hour level here, which we do have our waves going for us here. And we are looking to, oh, look at this. That is actually perfect. Boy, I need to find a place that leverage trades Illuvium, because I might want to jump in on this. So we're on the 4-hour time frame. We are showing that we are completing possibly this wave 3 and moving on to wave 4. And the 618 lines up perfectly with wave 1 for us not to breach wave 1. And so if you're looking to buy in, that 618, which is sitting roughly around $45, would be a phenomenal area, in my opinion, to be looking for a buy, for a trading buy. And then you want to put your stop loss, since it's not supposed to breach wave 1, otherwise I believe it's invalidated. You just put your stop loss right into wave 1 there. Or if you want to be super safe, you can put your stop loss down below the 42 area, 41. Yeah, just below the 42 area. Man, I need to find a place that leverage trades Illuvium, because I've been using MEXC Global, which has been fantastic. They haven't gone out of business yet, so that's good. And they've been great. I do have a Bybit account. I should probably check over there. Anyways, looking at that $45 area for the retracement. And I think that's the lowest I'm going to go. Well, let's go down to the 1 hour, just see what we got going on. Okay, and so the 1 hour is actually looking for a wave 4 as well. But also the higher time frames are the better time frames. They're more accurate. So I don't put too much because this would actually, we'd find support right around the 49, high 49 to $50 area. Otherwise, we'd be breaching that wave one. And that could be possible too. We could, that would work out just as well for wave four. It doesn't have to come all the way down to the 618. It could find support at that 382 and be perfectly fine. And I think that if you look online, some places even say that it shouldn't retrace more than the 382, and definitely the 0.5 is the lowest it should go for a retracement. But I've been seeing recently that it comes down to the 618 on occasion, especially on these lower time frame wave counts here. So just pay attention to that. But that's pretty much all I got for Illuvium. It looks like we've finally had a breakout here. We are making a solid move, and actually we are also forming. Let me just finish this off here. We broke through already, and this is also what happens with wave counts as we go up in like a rising broadening wedge. And then what you're waiting for is you're waiting for this right here. So we had a high right here, and then we came back down. We started to try and create a new high, but we got rejected off of a Fibonacci, which in this case was the 382. Sometimes it goes up to the 618, gets rejected, and then it comes down and it falls through. And then you start getting a big run to the downside here. And so just pay attention to that. So we've got that rising broadening wedge that's also broken through and is falling as we speak. So this could actually be finding support sooner than I would think. And but it could go sideways on that support all the way through the weekend. So just pay attention to that. That's pretty much all I got for Illuvium. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends and all that other good stuff. And I will talk to you later.